So I'm here at Chopard with Luke, which, Chopard, Luke, okay. All right, we're getting a bit silly, but we've seen some pretty striking watches today. So I'm gonna dig into that a little bit in a second, but Luke, I wanna hear your highlights.
Okay, my pick, my number one pick.
Sure.
6 letters, LUCXPS. It sounds like an illiterate sort of attempt at Wordle, but we're talking, of course, about the LUCXPS 1860 Officer. Now, is that what we've got here? Essentially, it's an exquisite dress watch. It's got this dark green dial encased in an 18-karat gold case. But it's a sector dial, so around the outside it's nice and smooth to house those applied gold indices. But in the inside, that's where things get really interesting.
Yeah, that's where the party starts.
Yeah, that's where the party starts. It's got this hand-finished guilloche pattern. It's kind of like almost like a honeycomb pattern.
Yeah.
It's really sexy. And then you flip it over. I remember you liked this bit when we were looking at this watch.
Yes, I'm a big fan of a hunter's case back because you get the precious metal, but then you push on the crown, case back opens up, and you get to see the beautifully hand-decorated movement as well.
So what we're talking about here is the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds, absolutely.
Okay. Now my number 2, okay, it's that confession time. I've got to be honest, not a tourbillon fan in general. Tourbillons for me, I kind of think, look, they're a bit unnecessary. They're kind of a flashy way to show, let's face it, you've probably got a little bit too much money in your pocket. But I think I might have had a conversion, and that is with the Alpine Eagle Flying tourbillon.
Oh, wow. The eagle is certainly soaring here. Luke, tell us a little bit more about it.
The reason why this particular eagle has landed is that, we're familiar with the Alpine Eagle, of course. It's Chopard's beautiful integrated bracelet watch. It's got a fabulous bracelet, and it's got that hypnotic dial, which is purportedly based on the iris of an Alpine Eagle. Yeah. But what I like about this tourbillon is they've made it so unobtrusive. It's kind of, this watch, it's just 8mm thick.
Wow.
Yeah?
Wow.
So yes, it's a tourbillon, but it will just nestle beautifully under the cuff of your dress shirt. So I don't know, I think I might be having second thoughts about the tourbillon.
Yeah. I think you're giving me second thoughts too, because look, at the end of the day, a tourbillon is a pocket watch complication, right? Your wrist now is the tourbillon, but then again, the horological marvel that we love is the unnecessary, right? It's kind of about how far can we push the boundaries. So to have a tourbillon on a watch so thin, magnifique, right?
That's it. It's a tourbillon on a sports watch, which seems particularly unnecessary. But let's face it, I don't think many people are going out to play tennis with a Chopard Alpine Eagle Flying tourbillon anyway. Let's face it.
And if you do, please hit us in the DMs. We'd love to see that footage.
We want to see that cross-court backhand. Yeah. And how about you? What were your picks from the Chopard range?
Yeah. So I mean, I did make quite a striking pun earlier, and why did I do that? Because we have a trilogy of 3 striking watches. Now, when I say striking, I don't just mean good looking. I mean, they're actually striking either the hours or, in certain instances, a full minute repeater. So we have 3 watches. 2 are cased in ethical rose gold, and the third, a full sapphire case.
Wow.
Full sapphire case, absolutely stunning. Now, interestingly, sapphire is a crucial element of each of these watches because the gongs that allow these watches to sing so beautifully are made of sapphire. The acoustics, the chime, the pitch, everything about it is perfectly engineered to create the most charming experience of sort of musicality and horology. We have 2 cased in 18-karat ethical rose gold. The first is the Strike 1, and no, we're not talking about baseball. The watch only chimes the hours. Or when I say it chimes the hours, it will chime once every hour to let you know that the hour has completed. Then we have the full strike tourbillon. So if you want to make things a little bit more complicated, or a lot more complicated, not only do you have a tourbillon, but you have a full minute repeater inside this beautifully cased watch.
Nice.
The last but not least, it's certainly not the least, is the full strike sapphire. Again, you have the sapphire case, the sapphire gongs. I had the pleasure of having the watch chime while it was on my wrist, and you can just feel the faint sort of resonance of the sound, sort of just, kissing your wrist, massaging your wrist. It's really just such a beautiful experience. It's one of those, moments where I wish I, perhaps before I joined this industry, was in hedge funds, but unfortunately that is not a reality. Chopard, maybe you can give me a discount. No, you can't, But all right, let's bring this in. So there are 3 watches. whoever buys the entire set, buying number 1 of these limited, because they are limited editions, will be treated to this beautiful trilogy box. It's this large wooden box.
Wow.
It's absolutely stunning. I mean, people forget that Chopard, yes, they make fantastic watches, but they also make other fantastic goods as well. I mean, they even make backgammon sets, you know, that look beautiful, like really, really beautiful. And so we have this large wooden box where, quite frankly, I don't know about you, but I'd have nowhere to put this box in my apartment.
I saw that box, I just wanted to stroke it. I felt like that box, I'd just be stroking it.
Yeah. I mean, when I say it's this wide, really, like, I'm probably dead on.
You exaggerate, it's more like this wide.
I don't know. Yeah, I've been known to exaggerate. All right, so goes to one lucky buyer, full set, you get the box. Look, the box is quite nice.
I'd buy the watches just for the box.
I'd buy the watches just for the box, really, truly.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're getting a little bit loony here. It's the end of the day, or it's the, you know, I think it's time to wrap it up. We'll see you on the next one.